Brian Palavira Far here with Jonas Buud before the 2015 UltraVasan. How are you, Jonas?
I'm fine, I think.
You haven't had to travel very far for this race.
No, it's in my hometown, so it's really close.
Yeah, you the 10-minute bike ride from home where we are.
I
Right?
almost see my home.
Last year was the first UltraVasan, and you won it.
Yes.
Walk me through the race a little bit, because it was fairly dynamic. Somebody went out hard?
Yes, it was. Right from the start it was really hard, and my time schedule was 6 hours and 40 minutes or something, but right from the start it was running faster all the way.
Yeah.
So I was totally 40 minutes ahead of the schedule when we came to Mora. And I think the race last year was one of my best races ever. To do 6 minutes each K on this course, I think it's really good.
Pretty strong, yeah. And it was it Elof Olsen who took it out?
Yes, in the beginning for the first 20K he was running ahead of us.
Trying to get that first preem?
Yes. Right after there he stopped and waited for us, and I thought he will not continue to finish, but he was top 10 or 11 or something. It's really
and
good.
then Steve Way kind of tried to go for the big preem in the middle of the race?
Yes, and one guy from Poland.
Okay.
Also, he was running really fast up to Evertsberg, but just before Evertsberg, Steve went away. He was running, I think, the last 2 or 3K before Evertsberg, and it's up and was maybe the fastest part of the whole race, I think.
And then you took off after that point?
Yes, just after Evertsberg, Steve stops and have a drink and eat something. I thought, okay, I will not rest now, I will continue in the same speed as he did before.
Yeah.
So after 4 or 5K after Evertsberg, he disappeared, and I just continue all the way to me.
Do you think having those preems along the way made your time faster?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
But in terms of it really pushed the pace early.
Yeah, yes, it can be.
And you're normally, I would characterize you as a pretty conservative racer. You run your own race, but...
Yes, I try to, but I don't know, it was a little bit faster than expected last year. So
is that part because it's your hometown and you wanted to make everybody proud here, or...?
Yes, maybe, but I felt very strong last year also, so I just follow the others.
But it wasn't necessarily the fastest conditions, because it was...
Yes, it was rainy and really wet, so it was tough conditions and a little bit slippery on the bridges, but it was not so hot at least.
Yeah, there are a lot of wooden plankways along the course, and if you aren't careful...
Yes, it's okay. I'm used to running on those.
Yeah.
So.
But it should be very dry.
Yes, I think this year it will be very dry. I don't think it will be wet on the shoots anyway.
So do you think with that and having people like Max and Matt and Diederik all here, and could be a pretty fast race?
Yes, and there have been some new changes on the course also.
Okay.
So I think it's those changes has made it at least 5 or 10 minutes faster also. So I think under 6 hours.
Under 6 hours for 90K. And it's not all trail, but most of it's off pavement.
Yes. So, yeah,
and early this year you were injured.
Yes, I had some problems. It started, I think, I had a really long season last year. It started with Paris Marathon in middle of April, and then it continued all the way to Doha in end of November. Mm-hmm. Normally I stopped to race in middle of October. So I think the season was really long, and the surface in Doha was not so good to run 100K in. So I think
it was very hard.
Yes, I think my body was a little bit not on top right after Doha. Then I went to Gran Canaria, a training camp, but it was just, yes, it was a training camp. It was running, but not so really hard. And on the last training I started to feel pain in my back. Then I went home, and I know that it was a stress fracture in my hip bone, back here. So from middle of December until I made my first running in beginning of May.
Beginning of May?
Yes. So in April I didn't thought it was possible to run UltraVasan this year. So
you couldn't run comrades?
No.
But it also means you might be fresh as compared to other people this time of year. How's your training gone since you started again?
Yeah, it's really good, I think. But I don't run as much as I did before. The week that we run most, I've been running 150k, and that's a low week before. So
Yeah.
but I do some bicycling and other trainings this year. So
But you've had some good results in some local races.
yes, really good. I set some course records and personal best on some courses.
On the courses you've run before, so
Yes.
it really is a good test of your fitness.
Yes.
So, have you? There's been some suggestions that you sort of know. You've been following Max on Strava maybe a little bit.
Yes, of course.
Observing how his training is going.
Yes. He runs too slow, I think.
His training is too slow. He obviously won World 100K last year, and you were second. So maybe you'll key off him during the race and focus on him a little bit.
Yes, maybe. But I think I'll try to do my own races always. But of course, I will not let him beat me anyway.
Yeah.
I'll try to follow him.
I mean, is it different in a race like World 100K where there's a large group of really strong runners or comrades versus this where there's really a couple people competing for the win? Can you sort of approach that differently?
Yes, and this course, it's so different. It's some different parts. In the 100k, it's almost the same. You can keep the same speed the whole race, but here it's so different terrain and different up and down. So I think it's a little bit more. You're good on different part of this course, so I think it can change a little bit.
Yeah. Obviously, you know the course very, very, very well.
Yeah.
You have splits for what, every 5 kilometers?
Yes.
Maybe less?
Yes, I know the course. So I have a big support team that will help me on Saturday also.
Do you have a favorite part of the course?
Yes, I think the most technical part is the best and most fun parts for me.
Yeah.
That's the best.
And you said you're going to have a big crew. Is it true that at this race, I know in Vasalopet, you can have aid and people can help you anywhere?
Yes.
Is that the same in
Yes,
UltraVasan?
yes, it's not allowed just in the controls, but otherwise it can
So
go
you could have
everywhere.
somebody every kilometer if you
Yes,
wanted,
if I want
handing
to.
you.
Yes.
That would probably slow you down. But like how that's different than almost any other race. Will you carry water on the course, or you just get a bottle from somebody, drink, and then
No, I will not carry anything.
nothing?
No.
Any food? No, just.
No. I have my own checkpoints everywhere, so it will not be a problem.
This is what you'll be having.
Yes, I think so.
Is that fun to almost have as if you'd go out for a 15 or 20k run with just this? Is it fun to have that for so long? Where you can just...
Yes, you feel fast on that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any personal goals for Saturday?
Of course, run 6 hours with the same time as last year would be really
Or faster?
Yes, or maybe 5:59.
That would be nice.
Yes.
Were you thinking that at the end of last year's race? Or
Yes. No, when it was 5k left, I thought, like, oh, maybe 6 hours, and it was 2 or 3 left. So no, I can't run 6 minutes the last 2k. It's not possible. So, but it was good anyway.
But now you know where you have to be with 5 kilometers to go.
Yes.
Well, best of luck out there and enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah.